Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to stream. Just getting some things set up here. Welcome back. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of get back into what we were doing. Actually, not what we were doing before. And I'll explain that in a sec. Let me just take a sip of my coffee real quick. So basically, here's the situation. We have now a fella over here that can run towards us, and you know, it's all cool, it's all fun. And last stream, we were following a tutorial for getting him to do this, and it doesn't look bad. I mean, at least for what we got. At least for like a dude that can run up to you, and like that's about it. I'm going to continue following that tutorial, but off stream, so I'm not going to be working on this on stream anymore, basically, because I don't know, I just don't think it's fun to sit here and watch me get frustrated over a tutorial. No, here's what we're going to be working on over here is we're going to be working on blocking and shielding. There's a difference, and I'll explain that in a sec. But just one more thing that I did off stream was I added this little hittable lever switch that you hit it and then the door opens. It's, you know, pretty basic. Of course, we also have a block that can be put on a switch and the door opens. We can dodge roll. We can dodge roll through small gaps, Metal Gear Solid 3 style. Pretty cool. You know, can wall jump, ledge hang, do stuff like that. We can also smack some enemies around. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that's about the itinerary. At least what's on, you know, the docket for today is working on blocking and shielding. I do have to make some animations. I'm not gonna actually, well, I'm gonna make one actual animation. The other quote-unquote animations are only going to be like one frame, because I don't want to have to sit here and do all that because I'm lazy. We're actually gonna hop into Blender here and we're gonna do that. Let's pop open our test weapon real quick. The one that's preferably attached to hand. Unless, did I get rid of that? Might have to attach the weapon to his hand again. Also, in Blender, apparently, I haven't actually opened this in Blender in a little while. Apparently, I actually did make a separate weapon. This is more the kind of weapon that I want him to use in the game instead of that ginormous, obnoxious one. If the materials will load. I just want to see, okay, it doesn't actually have a material yet, but like, that's basically the idea. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of put it in his hand real quick, because apparently I didn't do that before. So we'll just kind of pop it in there. There we go. Wait, what actions does this have? Hold on. Oh, for right swipe. We can get rid of that. Okay, cool. Alright. So there we go. Also, sorry for the late start. I woke up really rough today. Hence the coffee. Okay. Cool. Let's put it in his hand. So we need to do that, and then this, and then parent it to the bone. And when I move the hand around, too. Perfect. Okay, so what I need to do is I'm gonna put open the idle with weapon. Where is it? There it is. Idle weapon. Because we're gonna use this as a basis for how I want the animation to look. So we can get rid of the. Actually, just get rid of this action. We're gonna do shielding first. So there we go. So literally, all this is gonna be is like, not like that. Turn off symmetry. There we go. Literally, all we're going to do is just like move his hand a little closer, and then this arm can just kind of sit up here. Just rotate his body so that it's like that. Now, I'm fully aware that maybe one of the reasons why I hate animating so much is because I have such a like poor system for doing it. Like, I should in theory have like custom shapes for all these bones so that they're like easier to manipulate. I've just been really lazy, and this isn't even the art style that I want to use. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but I do plan on updating this model in a little bit. I keep wanting to now, but, you know, my roommate keeps telling me that I can't focus on that yet, and he's right. He is 100% correct in that statement. I think if we do something like this, maybe? I want his elbow to come out like that more. Maybe this comes out in front of him a little bit more. And maybe his head goes down like that. I wonder if this hand goes up and this hand goes down. Let's see what that looks like. I want him to be like, you know, blocking with the sword as much as I can. No, I think I liked it better with the hands switched. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I can work with that. So literally, boom, and that's it. That's the animation. I'm not gonna actually animate, at least not yet. So we could go ahead and I'm just gonna set another keyframe at the end here, just so I have a little thing I can move around. I'm gonna push it down. Boom, perfect. All right, you know what? One thing at a time. Let's go ahead and import this. I also have a like sort of when he gets hit animation. It doesn't look good. It's not much, but it works. So yeah, let's go ahead and, well, first off, we need to bake it. We need to bake it to here. So we're just gonna create a new action. Shielding, bake. And then that. Bake action. Boom, boom, boom. Yep. I mean, only one frame, but that'll work. Yep, that'll do it. So boom. And then let's go ahead, we'll select the game rig, select this, not that I need to, it just feels good. Nope, did not mean to do that. Control S to save it. Go and export, it's FBX, animations, boom, boom. That's fine, this, and that. Okay, cool. All right, let's go and import it. Let's see what we can do. So in order for there to be actually any consequence, I first need to actually make a way for the enemies to hit the player. That'd probably be important. Models, characters, Jimmy, animation, face animation. And just go ahead and slap that in there. Do skeleton, boom. Alright, see what that looks like. Show it to me. Give it to me. Perfect. That's all I need. Enable root motion, why not? And then, alright, rename it. So the reason why there's going to be a difference between shielding and blocking is because you're able to control what direction the player can swing. You can either swing left or right, and you can build combos based on that. You're also going to be able to block left or right. So if you can time it well, and an enemy hits you from the left and you block to the left, you'll be able to essentially parry it and then counterattack with your own move. It'll leave them with enough hit stun to come in and attack them with your own move. And you could block for as long as you want, basically. Like, as long as you can keep the timing up and they're just like, you know, continuing to go at you with like different attacks. If you can block them, you know, with correct timing every single time, you can block for as long as you want. Shielding is different. It's gonna kind of work how it is in Smash, where you essentially put a shield up and you can block all incoming attacks from all sides, no matter where you are or what direction you're facing. But you can only shield like, I think 5 hits before your shield goes away, and then you just start getting hit again. So yeah, that's the idea. Coffee. All right. Let's make a montage. I'll go ahead and move it back into this folder. Cannot be renamed. Oh. Wait, huh? Huh? Move to animation. Dodgeball montage. I can't see the full message. Oh, I'm dumb. I did the wrong thing. I want shielding and a montage. Okay, cool. That's better. That's what I wanted. All right. And then we gotta change some stuff in here. Blend time 0.1. Blend out trigger time 0. Alright, cool. I also was able to import my getting hit montage in here. So yeah. We're just gonna kind of figure it out. We're not even... Montage is the mechanic we were waiting for. It's true. Hi, Will Joe. Welcome. We're abandoning the tutorials for now. We're just gonna do some raw figuring things out. And we're stepping aside from the enemy, and we're focusing more on like blocking and shielding and stuff. So yeah. First off is I need to actually have a way for player to get hit. Yeah, we're letting go of purple guy for a little bit. I'm probably gonna finish that off stream. But yeah, want event any damage. So if the player takes any damage, for now, I'm just gonna say play montage, mesh. And we're just gonna say hit. And for now, that's all we're gonna do. Actually, what we can do too is we can say attack input and can move. can be turned off. And then let's see, on completed, we turn it back on. Boom. There we go. Kingdom Hearts to blocking or Twitter blocking? Kind of both. No, I'm basically working on a way to do like blocking like in Smash, like putting a shield up, so that even if the enemy is completely behind you, you'll still have a chance to react and put a shield up, so that, you know, you can actually counterattack instead of like how it is in Kingdom Hearts, where you can only block if the enemy's in front of you, and if they're behind you, you're basically screwed. Parrying's another thing that I want to work on as well, and we'll get to that. For now, I just want to have a way for the player to get hit. So I'm just gonna kind of make a thing that just spins around. That's what Reflect's for. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I'm just gonna make it a little bit easier in my game. It just like, it's literally gonna be like a shield, like in Smash, where if you hold your shield up and the enemies hit it, it like shrinks. We're adding Beyblades. Yo. But yeah, it's a shield that like shrinks as you get hit, and then I'll add blocking later. That's gonna be more like parrying, like I was saying, where if you can time it correctly and you can see which direction the enemy's hitting you from, you could like actually block it and parry it and then counterattack if your timing's good. So we want a actor, pretty sure. BP BP underscore spin. That's all it's gonna do. I'd say it like it's Steven Universe. I'd say it's kind of like a side effect that comes with having this like magical sword that he has. Is sure, yeah, it's like an ability that he has when he picks up the sword or whatever. Just a little thing to make life a little easier, basically. So I want to add a cube. Why is it so tiny? Wait, huh? What? Oh, because it wasn't tiny, it was just really big and I was inside it. Cool. Let's make the size 0.1. Actually, let's make it 0.05. Make it a little smaller. There we go. We're just gonna... Actually, you know what? Before I mess with that, we are going to add in an arrow. And then we're going to attach the cube to the arrow. And then we're going to offset it. And then we're going to spin the arrow around so that when the arrow spins, the thing spins at like an offset. Xenoblade called, they want Monado Shield back. True. There we go. And then it's gonna spin on the y-axis. I also need, attached to the cube, I need a cylinder or capsule. Capsule. There we go. We'll just kind of... Actually, let's do this so I can move it. We'll just kind of slap it around here-ish. Get a little bigger. And then the radius will make a little smaller. There we go. And then we'll attach that to the cube. So now, when the arrow spins, oops, The arrow spins, so does everything else. Perfect. YouTube thumbnail arrow has had enough. I don't know if you could see, I don't know if you're watching in audio only mode or not, but it is literally a YouTube thumbnail arrow. The reason this is a thing is it's basically like an empty that I'm parenting the cube and the collision to, so that it can spin around at an offset. But yeah, it's literally like a ginormous red YouTube thumbnail arrow. It's very good. So yeah, let's go ahead and add some code. So event tick, I want it to spin. Had the read on the red arrow, yeah, it literally is. Let's see if we can, let's drag our arrow in here. And then I want it to spin on the y-axis, so we'll say like, so for every event tick, it's gonna add 5 to the y-axis as far as rotation goes. So if we just kind of slap it in here, will this work? Somehow I doubt it, but we're gonna find out. Oh, boy, I fell asleep. It seems that we have a little bit of a problem. Seems to not want to spin. Add rotating movement component? Creates a new component and assigns ownership to the actor this is called for. Excuse me? Let's go ahead and try it, I guess. So rotation rate is 180 on the Z. We can make purple eye spin if we try hard enough. You know, that's a thing I could do. It's true. Alright, you know what? Just to make life a little bit easier, I'm just gonna kind of put it in front of the player as he spawns in. Just so that the moment I spawn in, I can see what it's doing. Alright. It's spinning! Guys, we have a thing, and it spins. It's spin. It's spinning. Oh, this is, oh, how life is so beautiful. We have a thing that can spin. Oh my god, I did not expect that to work. Whoa, okay, here we go. I'm choosing to believe you. Yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, cool. I did not expect that to work, I'll be honest. Alright, but okay, cool. We have a thing that spins. I want it to spin faster though. So can we say like, instead of 180, can we do like 270? Spinning a little faster. Quickest stream in the West take hole. Have a hitbox? It sure does. And now it spins. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we have a thing that spins, and in reality, isn't that what we all hope for in life? We all hope to have an object that spins. I'm just gonna kinda slap it over here real quick. This is gonna be kind of like the enemy's corner. This is where all the enemies are at. Can it spin upside down? Probably. You don't know that. Let's make it spin faster. Yeah, it spins. It spin. Except, so here's the thing, is I don't think I want it itself to have any collision, because the whole idea is I want it to just be counterclockwise but reversed, probably. Again, you don't know. You don't know the majesty of the spin. It's a mystery, such as life itself. Fidget spinner game designing is the future. It's true, so true. So for the cube, I want it to have no collision. And same with. Actually, the capsule's fine. Just the cube, I think. So that work. I can phase through it now. Perfect. Beautiful. That's what I want. So for the capsule, I want it to spin fast enough to achieve flight. Probably. It's a thing that spins. You may ask it as many questions as you want, and it will still remain but a mystery. Such is the way of the spin. Okay, so on begin overlap, I want it to apply damage. This is gonna be an evil spin. It's gonna apply damage. So with the way that's set up, this should work. I already have a thing that when I receive any damage, I get hit. And it seems as if it is currently not. It seems as, but it isn't. So any damage. Oh, because I need to turn base damage up. We'll change that to like 1. Let's try now. Alright. Still seems as if not much is happening. Spinning things with hitboxes gives you PTSD. I forgot you speedrun Power Rangers Ninja Storm. How's that going, by the way? Hit any new records? Maybe if we turn the, Alright, you know what? Before we apply damage, let's actually see if it's working. I'm gonna have a print string here that every time the capsule overlaps with the player, it says oof in the console. So let's see if it says oof. Alright, it is in fact saying oof. So it's a problem with how the damage is working. So it is acknowledging that something. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I need to connect overlap component. Or no, other actor? The damage actor. Yeah, that's more like it. All right, so when I get hit, it hits me, and I get hit, and I go oof. So now the spinny thing's evil. Now it can hit me. So heck yeah, let's go. This random extra room that sometimes spawn with wind turbines. It's hell in game design form. Damn. Yeah, wind in especially like old 2D, like, I was gonna say NES games, but like those like 2D platforming games from the early Nintendo era that uses wind mechanics. It's never fun. Never fun. Never a fun thing. But yeah. Alright, we have a thing that spins. Oh yeah, I want it to not only play the montage, but I want it to launch the character. as well. So I'm just gonna come into my test enemy here that already has a launch character thing. And we're just gonna copy this. Oh my gosh, okay. Get forward vector. I don't think that's the specific get forward vector that I want, but we're just gonna copy it over anyway. So launch character, boom. Can we turn spin guy good with the power of friendship? I mean, it's all mystery. You don't know, maybe. Maybe if you could convince it hard enough, you know what? I'll give it that. Alright, so we want get actor forward vector. And then we want to... Can we just say in... No, we can't. We gotta say multiply. We want to convert this to a float. We'll say -1. Oops, -1. Slap that in there. Is it sentient? Maybe. You should fear it. All I'm saying is you should fear it. That's all I'm saying. Alright, it kind of works. It's not launching me back, though. So basically, the direction I'm facing, I want it to, when I get hit, I get launched backwards. So like how I can hit these and they get launched backwards. So actually, they already launch backwards. I don't even need to invert it. So just slap that in there. I should theoretically get launched backwards, perhaps. Now I remember I Googled this before and I forget exactly why, but for some reason, sometimes the player just doesn't like to be launched in the X or Y direction. Sometimes it likes to be launched in the Z direction. And that has to do with the fact that some animations have root motion, I think. So actually, if we come back over to the montage we made, hit montage, if we turn off, I need to go into, not the montage, the base animation, hit. If I just turn off root motion, will that work? Whoa! Oh, you get really sent back. Oh boy, it hits you hard. Oh my gosh. Oh, it really smacks you. Cool, baby. Okay. I also want... Oh my goodness. It really sends you into the stratosphere. Also, I don't know why... Sometimes it sends you really far back, sometimes it doesn't. And also, I feel like this controller might have a wee bit of drift. Just a wee bit. But yeah, I mean, we got something going. He can get hit now. He can get hurt. My boy can get hurt, and sometimes it launches. It like actually launches you. They can knock you down, follow with a standing up animation. That takes 2 years to make speedrunners pull their hair out. Yeah, no, it's like any of those like realistic games where you fall down, you get hit. It's like Death Stranding. We fall down, you get hit, and then Norman Reedus has to like take 2 years to realistically stand up. Meanwhile, you're still sliding down the hill. He's becoming too powerful. He's the chosen one. But no, yeah, that'll definitely make for a very fun mechanic. You know what? let's go ahead and make this like minus 75 instead of minus 250. Let's see how that feels. So it kind of sucks that this controller feels like it has drift. I'm using a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I should probably switch back to my PS4 controller, but also another thing I think I want to do too is I want to see if I can like halt all momentum. Because I wonder if that's part of it. Like part of why like you run into the thing and you get hit, but because you still have momentum, you fly forwards instead of flying back. So I want to see if I can just get rid of all momentum. I want to see, is there a thing for that? I'm gonna take another sip of coffee. Can I say like stop all movement, or just stop movement immediately? And I'm just gonna slap that over here before the montage plays. There we go. Okay, so if I run into it, yeah, that's better. That's more like it. So now it's more consistent how far back I get launched because it's not based on any kind of existing momentum. So now I can actually turn it up a little bit. I can get launched back a little farther. We'll say like 150. Let's try that. Game character tier list: God tier, spinny guy, little god. B tier, antagonist. Tanks a lot of damage like it's nothing. Purple guy, can't even make eye contact. That is an accurate tier list. Don't forget other favorite character, little ball that you can hit around. And I can't see it, but you can hit around a little ball and it can actually die. It can take damage. But yeah, all right, let's see how this looks. That's better. Still not as far back as I would like it though. Maybe I will still say minus 250. See how that looks. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Another thing too is, well, I don't know. I'm debating whether or not I should have iframes. But like if I have iframes, then that means that, you know, because maybe I want the enemy to combo me a little bit, not like obnoxiously, but like, you know, just enough to where it like sucks for a little bit, but like you have a chance to counter it. Probably should iframes. I'll do iframes at least for now, and then when I focus more on enemies attacking, then I don't know, maybe I'll adjust it. So in order to do iframes, yeah, I getcha. That's very fair. So we want to make a new variable called can take damage. So only if this is true, can take damage is true, then we run this. So The moment we test to see if it's true, we turn it off. And then on montage complete, what we do is we have a delay of like 1 second, or maybe like 2 seconds. And then we turn can take damage back on. So we'll give that a try. We'll see how that feels. Getting knocked down iframes and have enemies end combos with knockdowns. Right, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, oh, one thing I forgot to do. I should probably have take damage. Can't take damage, we'll have it on by default, so that I can always take damage. Okay, I mean it works. A little long, but it works. Maybe we'll set it to 1. 1 second. See how that looks. Okay. Maybe we make it a little shorter, maybe half a second. See how that looks. There we go. That looks like something I can work with. Okay. Turning off plot armor per tag drops into the tier list to C tier. Yeah. Honestly, not a base character. Can't believe it. Alright, you know what? I might have to be right back, because I'm getting a little sick of this this drift that we got going on here. I don't know if that's to do with the game or if it's the controller itself, but it's reading an input like offset from the dead zone, so it's like drifting a little bit. So I'll be right back. Let me just grab my other controller real quick, and then we'll see if that works better. So just give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. I had to try and finagle with this cable because this controller's on the verge of dying, because you gotta love the battery life on PS4 controllers. So yep. And it looks like we're not drifting. So it literally is the Switch Pro controller, which is weird. Like, I did not think that Pro controllers could drift. I thought it was only Joy-Cons. But yeah, no, it seems like we're getting better input from the PS4 controller. So, yeah, RIP Pro controller. I know Cole said he knows someone that can, like, fix drift, at least temporarily. I might have to ask him about that. But for now, this works. So, could clean it. Actually, yeah, I just don't know how to. I mean, besides, I could probably just take a Q-tip and some alcohol and just get in there. But yeah. Alright, so we can get hit. That's cool. Now let's work on shielding. So, oh boy. Alright, let me comment this all out real quick. Let's take all these nodes that we made here and take damage. So actually, I'm gonna slap this like over here, just so it's separate from all the inputs. So there, that should work. Taking damage. So ask a Swedish man how to clean it. I mean, they know everything. Swedish men know everything. Also, I'm gonna open a window because it's getting a little stuffy in here. There we go. I might end up closing it pretty soon because it's a cold day out today, but yeah, that at least feels better for now. Right, so I want the input to be, where's my inputs? Actions. Actually, let's open this up. Let's see what we can do. So we have jump, move, camera move. Yeah, okay. So I want shielding to be, so let's see, what do we have? We have dodge roll as the right bumper. We can have shielding be the left bumper. Inside the bubble shield pose or just bubble spawning. For now, maybe bubble, but Cole suggested to have like a, so I have this little overlay material for when, it's like a little indicator for when to attack in the combo next. It's just this little white outline that appears around the character when I swing. So I was thinking, at least for testing purposes, to make like a different colored outline so that the player knows they're in like shield mode. And then maybe later I'll add in a bubble, maybe. But the idea is, if I get hit 5 times with this bubble out, or with the shield out, then the shield goes away. And then you have to like wait a certain amount of time for it to recharge before you can use it again. Probably color changing, probably both, honestly. Because I was thinking, see, I love the whole like watery glass motif. So I was thinking it'd be like kind of a glass like sphere around them, and then as you take more hits, it like cracks. I was thinking that would look so cool, but like we're not at that point yet, at least to make things look visually good. So eventually maybe that, but multi-hits count? Yeah, I think so. Like, I mean, think of how it works in Smash. Like, you hold your shield up, and, you know, the more a character hits it, the more the shield, like, shrinks, basically. So, that's the idea. For now, just for testing purposes, it's only, like, it's only going to be 5 hits. So you hit the player 5 times, like while you have the shield up, and then the shield goes away and you have to wait for it to recharge. But if you let go of the shield and then bring the shield back, then it resets. So you could definitely cheese it by doing that. Like I said, this is just for testing purposes, just to get something up and running. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I want to make a new input, so we'll just duplicate the dodge roll input. We'll call this shielding. It's HP based, not. I mean, that's true, yeah, because a smash attack will do more damage to a shield than like a jab, so that's very fair. I don't have a way for like enemies to have differing damage values yet. Like I said, this spinny thing that hits you only does 1 damage, and we don't even know what 1 damage is. Like 1 damage could be, you know, detrimental, or it could be like a small scratch. Like, I haven't figured that out yet. Personally, I kind of like how it is in Paper Mario, where it's unique because, like, in games like Final Fantasy, you have like thousands of HP and, like, you know, 1 single hit can do like, you know, 300 damage or whatever. Whereas in Paper Mario, at the end of the game, you only have like 25 HP, but like a devastating hit from like the final boss does like 10. And that's like detrimental. That's like almost half your health, which is very, you know, it's just very interesting to think about, I think. But yeah. Alright, so we have shielding. That looks good. Yep, that looks good. Now we add it onto here. Add in a mapping. This will be BP shielding. And this will be the left bumper. 500 damage from a bunny, basically, yeah. Whereas, like, you know, you fight the final boss, and it does, like, you know, 5,000 damage, like, at a time. But, like, you have so much health that, you have so much health, and you level grinded so much that it's, like, barely anything. It's just interesting to think about. That's all I had to do, right? Yeah, I think that's all I had to do. So shielding is left shoulder button. So let's grab that input. There we go. Under here. So for the montage, shielding montage, I want it to loop. So we will go ahead and do that, and then for some reason, since it doesn't like to behave normally, I'm going to make a selection, whatever that means. Now it should actually loop. Like the Xenoblade big numbers approach. Yeah, that's fair. Just like to see some, like, it's just more satisfying for your brain to think, I did 9,999 damage to him, as opposed to, like, Paper Mario, where the most amount of damage you can deal is, like, 5. But yeah. So if we're shielding, so ongoing, because I want you to hold the button. This will be the first time I'm using this. Play montage, mesh, and then shielding montage. And then on canceled or completed. Using this event restricts you to 1 set of triggers for started completing events. Completed will not fire if any trigger reports ongoing on the same frame, but both should fire. Example, tick 2 of hold plus pressed combo will raise ongoing event only. Alright, you know what? Cancel. We'll do it off of this. Guilty Gear combo counter that gets bigger after each hit. In infinites, it takes up the entire screen. Gotcha. Alright, so when you're shielding, he's gonna go into the pose, and then hopefully it'll loop. Maybe. Big number goes swoosh. I like the way they do it in Paper Mario, I think only because the numbers feel more meaty. Like, 5 damage in Xenoblade Chronicles is absolutely nothing, whereas 5 damage in Paper Mario just feels like it has more impact, more weight to it. I mean, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it in this yet. I still have to figure that out. But yeah, I don't know. So if you hold the left bumper, nothing happens. Why is that? I think I want started. And then completed. That what I want? Okay, that is what I want. It's actually working. And it's actually looping too. Oh heck yeah, let's go. I have no idea what number anything does. I mean, yeah. Well, because you don't see attack numbers in Kingdom Hearts. You just kind of swing and you hit them. It's not like numbers fly out. And your own health is just a meter too. There's no numbers. So that's very interesting to think about. So when I'm blocking on started as well, I want to come over here to attacking. I think I want it to spawn the enemy, or spawn the weapon. I want him to be in like the attack state. I forget where I put that. Kingdom Hearts Recoded RPG Olympus World. Is that right? So when I swing, he obviously, goes into this different pose. Oh, you know what? You know what I think I need to do? Is I think I need to, I think that's this up here. I think that's time until not attacking. I think I need to set that. Because if that's any higher than 0, then it's gonna go into the spawn the sword and go into the attack pose thing. So I think that's what I need to do. So I need to set time until not attacking. And then I need to get this. And then I think I need to do that. So when you block, you spawn the sword. Yeah, there we go. Honestly, I really like that. It does not look bad at all. And obviously, it's gonna be really buggy when you try and do that. So great, cool. Now that we have that going, now we make a new variable called shielding. And then we set it to true. when we're shielding. And then over here, we set it to false. So, back up here, we come over here. I feel like, because the can take damage variable only applies for like the iframes for now. I don't know if I want a separate branch or if I just want when you're shielding to turn can take damage off. I don't know if I want that because alright, well, you know what? If we're shielding, let's do this first. Oops, that's not what I want. Get shielding. Branch. If we're shielding. For now, if we're shielding, do nothing. Okay. Perfect. That works. So as long as you're holding the shield button, nothing happens when you get hit. And that's exactly what I want. Can't take damage off sounds better for early testing purposes, yeah. I mean, now that we have this, now what we can do is, we can work on, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Now what we can do is we can work on, like, every time you get hit, it ticks a counter down. So, I'm just gonna add in a variable shield counter. Gonna be a integer. And its default value is going to be 5. So if you get hit 5 times, you will not be able to shield. You move while shielding, you cannot. You will not be able to move while you're shielding. And as a matter of fact, I might need to make it so that, God, there's so much of this code that I want to optimize. Like, you know, because you have to think about, like, when you're shielding, can you press the dodge roll button? Excuse me. Can you press the dodge roll button at the same time as you're shielding, and is that gonna be buggy? Can you press the attack button while you're shielding? And I have all of that as, like, separate variables. That is not the very optimal way of doing things. So eventually I want to, you know, basically fix that. But yeah, so shielding, I want it to tick down a shield counter. So we'll get shield counter minus 1. And then every time you get hit, it ticks it down. And then back over here, when you start shielding, we're just gonna set it to 5. There we go. We're gonna set the shield counter to 5 when you launch the shield. So now I'm going to make another variable called can shield as a type boolean. I'm gonna go crazy shielding 4.9 hits. Yeah. So we're just gonna drag a branch. Can shield, if true, and do that. So now we need to drag another tick off of this event tick over here. And this is gonna always check to see if the shield counter is above 0. So I'm just gonna drag another pin off here, all the way down here. Branch, we'll get shield counter. We'll say, is it less than or equal to 0? Not that it could ever be less than 0, but just for safety. So if it's true, we are going to turn can shield off and then delay for 30 seconds before we turn it back on. So I'm just gonna comment this and say shield break. Penalty from not being able to shield. For now, it's just gonna be you can't shield for 30 seconds if you get hit 5 times in the shield. It might work differently later, but just for testing purposes, I'm just doing that. So, I mean, yeah, let's see if it works. So every time you shield, it sets the counter back to 5. Oh, you know, I should probably make the default value of can shield. Probably make that turned on. There we go, that's better. So every time you shield, it gets reset. So if you can stop shielding and then shield again just before the 5th hit, then you'll be able to reset it. But if you let all of your hits run out, then you can't shield for 30 seconds, is basically the idea. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you run away, and then you can still shield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's seeming like you can still shield. Probably because I'm currently in the animation. Now I can't move. So things are a little buggy. You know what? I think I want to take this. And if shield counter is less than or equal to 0, instead of just saying turn the variable off, also stop the montage and turn currently shielding off. And then after 30 seconds, it'll turn back on. All right, let's see if this works. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I mean, yeah, it stopped me from shielding. Now, for some reason, when I get hit, it like prevents me from being able to move. And I wonder why that is. So I believe that's up here on any damage. I think it's because it's turning the variables off, but for some reason it's not playing the montage. Because it's currently playing another montage, or trying to, I think. So I think what I want to do is, instead of it being based on the montage, make it based on just like after a delay. So after like a second of delay, then we do all that. There we go. Tapping it over and over. That's fair. Eventually I want to make it so that, and like I said, I don't have a way to, like, I don't have a health bar, and I don't have like a way to determine like exactly how much damage I want an enemy to deal. But ideally, I want it to work based on HP like in Smash, where if you keep tapping it, it's still going to be the same health, the same like shield health that it had. And like, so it doesn't like reset after you like tap it again. But just for testing purposes, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we stop shielding. And yeah, our little debug code worked. And for some reason it's just not playing the montage anymore when I get hit. It's launching me back and it's stopping me from moving, but it's not playing the montage of me getting hit, which is a problem. Is it because it's trying to stop the montage? All right, you know what? Instead of get current montage, we'll just select the specific one. We'll say stop the shielding montage when the input's completed. Getting hit allowed to interrupt stuff. Like what, in the middle of like a attack or a dodge roll or something? I'm not entirely sure yet. Okay, it's still not playing the montage. That's very weird. So like in the middle of an attack, I mean currently it does interrupt it. Oh, that's weird. Whoa. Okay, that's weird. Currently it's not playing any montages, like at all. It's specifically after I'm done shielding and I get hit again. It's just not playing any montages whatsoever. So I can't attack and I can't dodge roll. That's so weird. Why is it doing that? I mean, at least we kind of got it to work. If I'm honest, I might want to just sort of end the stream here and take a little break. We did a lot today. We have a thing that can hit us, and we have an ability to shield the oncoming hits. I might have to mess with this later, because it's only when, is there idling? I mean, it's a 1-frame animation of him just shielding. But yeah, it's specifically when the shield counter runs out, because otherwise I get hit and it plays it normally. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm probably gonna have to mess with that off stream. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm probably gonna make something to eat. Thank you so much for watching. Vinny Guy won in this battle. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll like I always do, I'll upload the VOD of this as soon as I'm done streaming. But yeah, I'll probably come back on Friday to work on this some more. Another thing we have in the docket here is like blocking, like timed directional hits. Maybe I'll come back on Friday. I might work up more on this tomorrow off stream. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We're making steady progress, folks. We're doing it. We're making a video game. Oh boy, it's a slow uphill battle, but we're doing it. All right, take care. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.